How's it going, everyone? My name is Michael SK, and welcome back to Amatsutsumi. And as you guys could probably read, yes, Makoto is now dating Hotaru. It is finally happening. It's taken us how many episodes? But yes, we are finally with her. Best girl, in my opinion, and hopefully yours. If it's not yours, well, you need to change your opinion. Real talk, though. I'm very hesitant, and I've been talking about how hesitant and worried I am regarding I guess getting close to Hotaru like this. As happy as I am for the main character to be with the main heroine here in this story, there's something else going on behind the scenes, and it's very obvious that there is. So I'm just I'm very worried, and I hope that you guys can understand why, with the many hints that we've gotten of some form of multiple personality disorder, and there's also whatever it is in the hospital. But yeah, let's see what snarky remarks we're gonna get here from Koichi. As soon as I enter the classroom, Koichi comes up to me, walking faster than usual. I feel a lot of stares from around the room too. Why do you know about that? He grins and waves his phone at me. I see. Rumors travel very quickly, it seems. Yes, I didn't think people would care so much. Yeah, people have been telling me that all morning. I smile ruefully. Is it surprising that Hotaru would have a lover? Did you like Hotaru too, Koichi? Oh, right. I forgot. You're going out with a girl. He's muttering something to himself, but then I realize, maybe I can ask him for some advice too. I'm trying to figure out what I should do differently now that Hotaru and I are a couple. What do you do with your girlfriend?
I
see. Well, alright. The sudden kotodama makes Koichi jump out of the aisle. Even I shrink back a little. A space forms between us and Mono walks right into it. Hi. That's right, I left her at home without saying anything. No. She's smiling, but her smile is frightening. Koichi is perplexed by the kotodama's effect as he comes back towards us. Well, see ya, Koichi. It was fun talking with you, I guess. With a vague look on his face, he returns to his desk. Sorry, Koichi. I don't mean this as an excuse, but just tell me let me tell you what happened this morning. I can read. I guess not. She exhales. I see. Sorry, Mana. She laughs. Well, not to try and make it up to you or anything, but Hotaru's busy after school today, so I can make time to hang out if you would like. After thinking for a moment, she shakes her head, still smiling. I don't like how she's taking this. Yeah, you're right, of course. I understand and completely accept how she feels. Not happening. You're quite the woman, Mana. Wait, what the fuck? She comes closer to me and begins to speak in an undertone. What is it? I think homeroom's about to start. What do you mean?
テストを平均で済ませるとか、そういうこと以外で、言霊を使ってる？
I realize what she's getting at and find myself unable to answer for a moment. What she's really asking is, do you have so little life force left that you can barely use your kotodama anymore? To be honest, I do generally feel weaker than I used to. I try clenching my fist. It hasn't been a real problem for me, but I can tell the difference. I'll never be able to speak really strong kotodamas again. If I try to do something on the level of when I saved Azuki-san or Mana, all that'll happen is that my life force will run out and I'll die. But that's not the reason why I haven't been using my kotodama much. I've just gotten more used to living here in town. I've barely needed to use my kotodama recently.
So.
She looks hard into my eyes. Instead of pressing me with words, she tests me with her gaze.
嘘ではないわね。
I don't lie. Before I can say any more, the bell rings and our homeroom teacher enters the classroom. Mana sits down at her desk next to mine. Now it's time to get through the last few classes left before summer vacation. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't know, it's still... I've complained about this like in 3 different episodes now. The whole idea of having to still go to school after finals are done, I don't get it. It looks like it's not going to be hard though, now that finals are over. Today we barely got any further in any of our textbooks. Mostly we just got back our exams and went over the hardest problems. Plenty of students were chatting with each other during class in low voices, and the teachers didn't even bother to stop them. After spending an unusually relaxed day at school, now it's time to go home.
これ、やっぱり私たちは登校しなくてもよかったんじゃないかしら?
Mana grumbles to me as she gets up from her desk. We probably only think that because we weren't taking the finals seriously in the first place. When the other students got back their tests, some practically jumped for joy, while others practically wept. Mana and I, on the other hand, just glanced at each exam and put it away.
なるほどね。
She seems to see my point. What are you gonna do now, Mana?
隣の町に美味しいシュークリームアイスのお店があるって聞いたから行ってみる。
That sounds delicious. She already declined my offer to hang out this morning, so I can't exactly say that I want to go with her now.
あずきさんや心の分のお土産も買ってくるから家でおとなしく待っていなさい。
I look forward to it.
マナちゃん、行きましょうか。
Kyoko appears and calls to Mana. Oh, you're going with Kyoko.
京子とは甘いものの話をよくするのよ。
Really? I look at Kyoko.
はい、結構マナちゃんとはメールしてます。
That's good. You know, they're actually, they're friends now. They actually see each other on more of an equal level. And that's a good thing because they both had that problem. Huh, I see. When did Mana get a cell phone? Well, we saw it in her route, but yeah, it's not surprising that she would get one here. Maybe Mana's enjoying life in town even more than I am now.
誠くんも一緒にアイスは。誠は行かない。
Suddenly forgetting what she was going to say, Kyoko tilts her head in confusion. Hotaru specifically said I could hang out with Kyoko after school, though.
それじゃあね、お兄ちゃん。では、誠くん、また明日。
Mana grabs Kyoko's hand and pulls her out of the classroom. Yeah, I guess so much for that, I guess. Yeah, we'll have to hang out with her another day. And I think we're out of friends to hang out with unless Koichi's free. Alright then. What should I do now? Hotaru's busy with her makeup tests. Mana and Kyoko are on their way out of town, and Kokoro will be on cafe duty for the next few days. Koichi. He's usually the one who comes and talks to me, so I go to his desk for a change.
Oh?
Let's hang out.
ああ、山田の家で何人か集まって AV 見ることになってるんだけどな。
Never mind, this was a bad idea. Porn vids? Since he said watch, I assume it's some kind of movie or TV show. Well, whatever. Sure, I'll come along.
ははお前も好きだな。まあ山田はむっつりでえげつない趣味してるから楽しみにしておけ。
Alright. Sounds fun. Koichi looks rather excited, so porn vids must be something very enjoyable to watch. I'm starting to get excited too, so I get my things and follow Koichi's group out of the classroom. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, sweet, sweet, innocent Makoto, you. One day you'll learn, and that day might be now. By the time I left school, the sun was already setting.
さすがに普通の授業をフルに受けた後にテスト3教科はきつい。
It wouldn't be fair to the other students to let me space out my makeup test, though, so I understand why they do it this way.
こういう時、なるほど、言霊でもあればと思いますね。
I grumble to myself as I gaze out over the lake. Makoto-san. Whenever I'm not thinking about anything else, thoughts of him rise naturally to my mind. Hotaru's boyfriend. Recently, he's finally learned to put on a properly cute smile, though it's still a little awkward. When I think of that smile of his, I start to break into a smile too.
照れちゃうな。
I could never say so if he were here, but now I can. I wonder how much last week's Hotaru loved him. It's kind of sad to think it, but she probably loved him more than the current one does.
自分に嫉妬か。
Oh man, the way that it said last week's. I feel like there's more than two personalities. I feel like it is like a cycling process. I never thought I'd find myself thinking such things. After all, she's...
やめやめ。
I don't like to think about things that aren't fun or amusing. I'll text Makoto-san later. If I feel like hearing his voice, I can call him.
というか、今日の放課後何してるんだろう。変な遊びとかしてないといいけど。
Oh, definitely not. He couldn't actually be doing something sexual with Kyoko-san, could he? I told Kyoko-san about an out-of-town ice cream shop's new menu item so that he could, or that should take care of both her and Mana-chan. And Kokoro said that she's minding the cafe today. So Makoto-san must be... Well, how do I put this? He doesn't understand the meaning of the word normal, so who knows what he's doing.
楽しいことだよって言われたら、危ないお薬とかにも手を出してしまいそうだし。
It's like that Family Guy bit where it's like Peter's past or whatever, and some gal like gave him a pill, and she's like, "Don't worry, it's a cheeseburger." And only years later did he find out that wasn't a cheeseburger. So yeah, I can picture Makoto doing some shit like that. Actually, he could probably give himself a high using his kotodama.
えげつないな。
I never even thought about that. But I'm just talking to myself.
はあ、
I can't stay here forever trying to escape from reality. The sun is about to set and night is about to fall. I mentally prepare myself, then turn to leave. It's time for my meeting. Oh, you're meeting, huh? Well, let me partake. Let's see what's poppin'. Instead of heading to the house in the back of the lot, I enter the hospital doors. My footsteps echo as I walk. Come on, game. By now, the sun is fully set, and as usual, the corridor is very dark. I'm beset with the sensation that at the end of the corridor lies not patient rooms, but the morgue. The morgue, a special room in which the dead are laid to rest. Growing up as the daughter of parents who owned a hospital, Hotaru always knew such a room existed, though she hadn't seen it. She knew that a hospital was a place where life both passed away and emerged anew. One summer day, when she was very young, she decided to sneak into the hospital, hoping to find the morgue and catch a glimpse of a dead body. She didn't have any particular reason. As a curious child, she just wanted to see what death looked like. She absolutely had to know no matter what. She found herself walking underground down a long, dark corridor, much like the one I'm in now. It was very quiet, and while she tried to walk as softly as possible, she could hear her breathing and heartbeat pounding in her ears. It felt like she was the only person left alive on Earth. Each step she took was bringing her one step closer to death. In the end, though, young Hotaru never made it to the morgue. She turned back and fled. When she reached the surface and came outside, I remember how good the sunshine felt on her skin, how good the cicada's cries felt in her ears. By approaching death, she was able to feel even more strongly that she was alive. You could say she was a coward for not going all the way to the morgue, but you could also say that her cowardice was perfectly human. In which case, what am I, what am I as I walk straight towards death now? It's almost unimaginable that the young Hotaru of those days is connected to who I am now.
私は誰になってしまったの？
Yeah, that's what I've been asking for a little bit now. I continued down the hallway into the darkness, determined to find the answer to that question. It's very strange because she is referring to herself as I, and she's also referring to her past self as Hotaru. So she doesn't refer to who she is now as to... I'm about to confuse myself. Hold on. Rewind a little bit. She doesn't connect herself to the past. It's as if it's a different person, though she was also there. But it wasn't her specifically, so she refers to herself in the past as Hotaru. Basically, any other time besides now, it is Hotaru. I open the door to the room and find the inside barely lighter than the outside. Okay, that was about to confuse me for a moment. I'm just getting confused all the time. But on top of the dark bed, something even darker squirms.
こんなに暗いところじゃ日傘の意味ないね。
I look around the room and voice my dissatisfaction. Hello. A laugh, a scoff, whatever it is, the sound comes from the darkness lying on the bed.
日傘なんてどうでもいい。
So, I guess a good observation to point out that I haven't. This is Hotaru's voice actor, right? Like, there's some sort of big connection here between life and death with Hotaru. And I've brought it up before as a prediction that she, or the person that we've been talking to, Hotaru, is not really human. So life and death does have a role to play here.
そう？
You might not care, but to me it's very precious. That's why the parasol is mine and not yours. It's time for my usual report, but I'm uncertain where to begin. As I hesitate, the darkness speaks first.
テストどうだった？よくないよ。分かりきってるくせに。
I sigh.
いくら1年生の最初のテストで簡単だって言っても、もうちょっと普段から勉強しておいてくれないと困る。私が困ると、あなたも困るでしょ？
It laughs softly. Huh, it's in a rather good mood considering how much pain it seems to be in. I think back over yesterday's report, keeping my face in neutral as I try to make sure I've got my story straight. I still haven't revealed that I've started dating Makoto-san. Or is it obvious from the fact that he gave me a parasol? But the story about the cats seemed to draw its attention far more. Anyway, Makoto-san's confession was a surprise to me, so this thing shouldn't be expecting it either. In conclusion, I haven't been found out just yet. So I decide to put on a relaxed smile and ask my question straight.
機嫌が良さそうだけど、どうしたの？今日の昼間、最近の検査の結果が出た。そうなんだ。よかったの？
It laughs or clears its throat.
もって8月の終わり。悪ければあと1週間持つかどうか。
Well, this character is about to fucking die.
ああ。
Well, that certainly is laughable. I was prepared for this day to come, but now that it's finally here, I even feel a twinge of pity.
よく持った方なんじゃないかな。今まで散々死にそうだって言われてたんだし。ふざけるな。
Its mood suddenly darkening dramatically, the thing on the bed throws a box at me. But its aim is terrible and its arm weak. The box doesn't reach me and falls to the ground at the side of the bed. It's white and made of paper, a cake box. A leftover slice has fallen out, and now there are crumbs and icing smeared on the carpet. Well, the cake is no surprise, it's barely eaten anything but cake and cookies for quite a while. I glance at the thing and decide to ignore it.
じゃあ、これが最後の夏なんだね。最後にしないために、お前が いるんだろう。
Hold on just a moment. That really does look like Hotaru. But very... just similar. I mean, the hair, the face... obviously, the art style makes people look very similar here, but... I want to say that this is someone connected to Hotaru. Like by blood, kind of. It curses painfully, struggling to speak.
急げよ。いつまで遊んでるつもり。
I want to tell it that it doesn't matter to me whether it lives or dies, but I stop myself, I'm not fucking around at all. In fact, Makoto-san has taken me as his lover. He's chosen Hotaru. Despite my best efforts, I've come one step closer to my objective.
1週間か。死なない。
I mean, look at the eye color, it's blue. It whispers from its bed.
私は死なない。死ぬもんか。生きてやる。生きてやる。私が死ぬなら全員死ね。私は最後まで生きる。死ね、死ね。誰でもいい。私の代わりに死ぬんだ。
Its words are no longer directed at me. I doubt it even remembers that it's not alone in the room, so I give up on delivering the rest of my report and leave. But why? Why give a report? Why is there two personalities, or at least two personalities within Hotaru? Why does kotodama not work on her? What is the deal with it here in the hospital? As I step outside into the world of the living, the heat makes me sigh softly. That room is far too cold. The night air, still warm from the heat of the day, makes sweat beat on my skin, proving to me that it's summer and that I'm alive.
1週間か。
Today is Tuesday. There are only 5 more days until the end of the week. 5 days is far, far too short to contain a normal romance. I'm not feeling rushed because the thing on the bed told me to hurry. I myself am running out of time too.
あの人のこと好き？
I ask myself the question. I do. I love him. I love him so much.
そう。
I smile in relief at my heart's instant answer. I just love him, not for any particular reason, and that's fine. It's more than fine.
それなら仕方ないね。好きになってしまったのなら、ホタルのこと全部
Yes, please.
伝えなきゃ。
Perhaps that is my own true role to play. I take out my phone. Please, just spill the beans. Let me know what is happening here. Ugh. It's nighttime and I'm lying on my bed, unable to stop fidgeting. Everything is the fault of those porn vids I watched after school. It's so bad that Kokoro even asked me what I was fidgeting over at dinner. Who knew that such amazing things existed in this world? I'm still moved almost to tears by it. I feel almost as moved as when Azuki-san came back from the hospital, her illness cured. I have to thank Koichi and Yabara-kun for this precious experience. I've never seen other people having sex before, especially close up like that. And who knew there were so many complicated positions and techniques? I have to try some of them one of these days. But with whom? But of course, the first person who comes to mind is my new girlfriend Hotaru, but I want to make sure I treat her right too. I can't help but laugh at myself. To think that when I first came down from the mountains, Kokoro said my ideas about romance were weird. No, I want for Hotaru and me to take our relationship slow. The times I made love to Kokoro, Kyoko, and Mana, there were always some kind of pressing issue that almost forced us together in a way. But right now, there's no problem. Nothing is wrong. Yeah, no, there's something wrong here. There is a pressing issue. This time, however, I just don't know what it is. And what's more, Hotaru is special. She has such a noble, almost mystical spirit. I don't want to do wrong by her. No matter how much I may want to move forward quickly with her, I feel it's better to take it slow. Real slow, nice and slow. Yeah, with a feather touch at first and then gradually. No. If I let my mind drift in that direction, my resolve will weaken. I continue squirming on top of my bed. But I have to say, this feeling is pretty fun. This is part of romance too. Well, that's fine. Once summer vacation begins, there will be plenty of time to... Suddenly my phone buzzes. It's a text from Hotaru. Can I call you? I wonder what this is about. Instead of replying, I just call her number. She picks up almost before the first ring.
こんばんは、誠さん。
Evening. What's up? It sounds like you're outside. I get up and sit on the edge of my bed.
ああ、ええ。ちょっと夜の散歩をしています。
Oh yeah, you most definitely are. I mean, especially being in that crazy-ass room with whoever the fuck that was. A nighttime walk all by yourself. It could be dangerous. Should I come and join you?
いいえ、散歩といっても家の敷地の中です。
Well, that seems safe enough then. Sorry I interrupted you. What did you want to talk about?
いいんです。恋人の声が聞きたかっただけなんです。
No. You need to give us, like, a bit of an explanation here. Even if it's over the phone, just fucking tell me what's happening. I see. I should have anticipated that and called you first.
ホタルはそういう不器用なあなたが好きなんですから、あまりまともにはならないでください。
Oh, I see. I'm not sure whether I should be happy or dismayed that my girlfriend wants me to be abnormal.
明日の放課後、そちらの家に遊びに行ってもいいですか？
Sure, no problem, but Kokoto's on duty at the cafe tomorrow.
はい。
So, are you asking me to take over Kokoto's shift?
ああ、違うんです。ココロンと遊ぶために行くという意味じゃないんです。あなたに会いたいんです。
Me? Oh, I see, sure. I still don't think I get what she's saying, but hanging out with her tomorrow sounds good to me.
あと、もう一つ、お願いが。
Yes?
その、学園が終わってから、1時間くらいしたら
Oh
来ます
no,
ので
dude.
それまでに、シャワーを浴びておいてほしい。
A shower?
すみません。
The anguished cry coming from my phone startles me. And it's not just the sound of it. Why is she apologizing to me?
とにかく、お願いします。
Before I can press her any further, she hangs up on me. I stare at my phone. Should I call her back? Sitting on my bed, I think for a while. Huh? Wait, is that what she means? Was she trying to say that she wants to have sex with me tomorrow? Holy crap. Now that I've realized it, I can't contain my excitement. Is that really it? I roll back and forth on my bed. What are we? Oh yeah, we are a school student, huh? I was planning to... God damn it. I was planning to masturbate to my memories of those porn vids before I went to sleep. I'll go to sleep early tonight. I want tomorrow to come as soon as possible. Though I don't know if I'll be able to sleep very well. Makoto is... He's very real at times, you know? It's so funny. You know, he's written really well because, like, he's not relatable most of the time, but when he is, it's really, really good. The next day, I was so preoccupied with what was going on, or what was going to happen after school, that I could barely pay attention to anything.
今日はどうしたの？
Just as school is about to end for the day, Mana worries over me for the upteenth time. It's nothing, really. I'm trying not to let it show on my face, but I guess it's impossible. As expected, or anyway as expected, nothing important happened in class today, so whatever. So what are your plans today, Mana?
京子が3つ隣の町に美味しいドーナツの店があるって話を持ってきたの。
Is this gonna be like a daily thing? That's amazing.
そう、素晴らしいわ。
Her eyes are sparkling. Honestly, I'm glad that she's not gonna be home today, but somehow this seems awfully convenient. Like, 2 days in a row, really? I look at Kyoko, who's packing up her things. She's smiling a little sheepishly to herself. Hotaru. I only know one person who can orchestrate people's behavior on this kind of scale.
何？
Oh, nothing.
それよりもドーナツよ、ドーナツ。誠も一緒に行く？
No, I'll pass, thanks.
そう？もしかして体調が悪い？
You already asked me that yesterday, you silly worrywart you.
昨日は昨日よ。今日は顔が赤いし、挙動不審だし。
She reaches toward me. I don't stop her. Her cool hand feels nice against my forehead.
やっぱり少し暑いわね。
I'm fine, really. Though, maybe I have a slight cold.
それなら私が家で看病して。
No, you go and eat your donuts. Oops, that came out as a kotodama.
うん。
She seems to notice and shakes her head slightly. Sorry, do whatever you like. I put in a little more feeling into the second kotodama than the first.
ありがとう。
I was careless.
そうね。でもまあ、いいんじゃない？それが私たちなんだから。それじゃ、あまり遅くならないうちに帰るから。
She and Kyoko wave as they leave the classroom. There's supposed to be a Y right there. I look out the window. The sky is clear today, just like yesterday. Even in the air-conditioned classroom, I'm sweating a little. I feel almost as hot in my clothes as it looks outside. You know, I've said this multiple times, and I've been told in the comments multiple times as a result. There are a lot of issues with this writing. I feel bad always pointing it out, but there's quite a damn few. Like, some sentences read a little weird. There's obvious mistakes. I don't know. I mean, I make mistakes whenever I type, like, simple fucking Discord messages even, but, like, at least I'm able to look back and notice them. This kind of seems like they didn't do a lot of revising. But I'm not hating or anything, I'm just pointing it out. Anyways, after that, I returned home and took a shower like Hotaru asked. I paid extra special attention to cleaning my groin area.
妙な時間にお風呂に入ってたんだね、兄さん。
Yeah. As I come out of the bathroom and cross the cafe floor to go upstairs, Kokoro notices me. There aren't any customers around right now, and Azuki-san is off somewhere too. Hi, Kokoro.
ホタルが今日遊びに来るんだよね。自宅デートだね。
Who told you?
ホタルんだよ。同じクラスだもん。
A home date. So that's how Hotaru explained it to her then. Why did we call her that? Well, yes, that's right. And that's why I took a shower. I was worried I might be kind of sweaty.
今さらそんなの気にしたって、兄さんの部屋じゃ意味ないのに。
Huh? Really?
兄さんの匂いでいっぱい。
She flashes me a strange smile.
もともとは私とお母さんだけだったけど、今はもう家中のどこでも兄さんの匂いがするよ。男の人の匂いだね。
I see. Shit, I just got hard. Makoto's losing it. He's becoming more and more human. Since what I'm about to do with Hotaru has been on my mind all day, even stuff like this from Kokoro is setting me off. And Kokoro still loves me, and even still wants my body.
まあ私の部屋は今はマナちゃんもいるからものすごくいい匂いだけどね。
That is true.
羨ましいでしょう。
Oh yes, very much. Thankfully, she isn't taking the conversation in a weird direction, so I managed to calm myself down.
ちなみにホタルンが来たらお菓子と飲み物を持っていこうか？
No, that's okay. I'll make some myself and take them upstairs, excuse me.
ほいほーい。
Speak of the devil? The front door opens. My heart jumps as I turn around, but it's just a customer.
いらっしゃいませ。
I'll head upstairs now. Kokoto's busy serving the customer now, so I don't need to talk to her any further.
よし。お母さんもいないし、私の考えた新レシピを食べてもらうチャンス。
Kokoro.
何？
No cooking until mom gets back. That is a good kotodama to use here. Very good kotodama. After returning to my room, I sit on the bed and keep glancing at the clock impatiently as I wait. I was in the shower about 20 minutes, and then changing clothes and making drinks took about 10. So in the worst case, I might have to wait another half an hour for Hotaru to arrive. Should I clean up my room for a bit? I stand up. But I always keep my room clean anyway, so there's nothing to clean. I sit down again. What am I, a virgin? Who would have thought I'd be getting so excited after all these years? I've left my room door slightly ajar. Why? So I can hear what's going on downstairs. Several customers seem to have entered the cafe, and I hear the front door opening and closing, as well as Kokoro's energetic voice. I look at the clock again. It's been 1 minute since the last time I looked. Whew. Wait, when I lived in the village, I used to be really good at killing time. I close my eyes. I think about those long nights in the village when I had nothing to do. Thinking of nothing, I simply breathe. First I inhale, then I exhale. Just by repeating these 2 steps, I begin to calm down. I'm not calming down at all. My heartbeat shows no signs of slowing. I open my eyes again. I can't help but laugh at myself. Geez, how lucky of a guy am I?
Hotaru! Irasshai! Kokoro! Araha!
Suddenly, I hear Kokoro call out especially cheerily downstairs, though I can't exactly hear what she said. I also hear Hotaru's voice. I start to get up to go and meet her, but I immediately hear footsteps coming up the stairs. They're very light, a girl's footsteps.
こんにちは、誠さん。
Hello? As I greet her, my mind still feels foggy. She must have taken a bath too. A nice smell comes wafting from her direction. Her hair also looks a little damp.
お風呂入ってくれたんですね。
She smiles. She must have been making the same observations about me. Yes.
すみません、なんだか急にいろいろと。
Honestly, it's kind of funny overall. It's fine. If anything, I'm very happy I get to spend time with you.
よく言いますよ。
She does smile at my words, but her eyes are looking around restlessly. I stand in front of her. Hotaru, I know this is going to be sudden, but there's something I want to check with you.
はい、なんでしょう。
You sound kind of different today.
いっぱいで。
Am I right that you've come to my room today because you want me to make love to you?
はい。
Hotaru makes another weird sound. Sorry, I didn't say that right. The way I put it just now, it feels like I'm letting her do all the work. I gaze seriously at her again. Hotaru, I want to make love to you. But if I'm misunderstanding your intentions, if that's something you don't want me to do... Her voice is terribly soft.
勘違いでもないし。
Just straight to it, huh?
いや、どう考えてもエッチなこととか私より誠さんの方が得意そうだし。
I see. So I was right after all.
よかったら話なんかせず勢いで抱いてくれてもいい。
No, we should chat a bit first, maybe. I look at her puzzled. I mean, I assume maybe you had something you wanted to talk about. She nods, more quiet than usual. Well, I say that, but recently I've started to wonder whether this is the real Hotaru, and the noisy one I've come to know is just a temporary phenomenon. Maybe deep down she's easily embarrassed, easily surprised, and timid. She puts her hand to her heart and takes a breath, and then looks up at me again, excuse me.
私多分男の人を好きになるって気持ちが本当はよく分かっていないんです。全然今まで考えたことも感じたこともなくて、からかったり茶化してしまったり。
I know. I nod gently as I listen to her speak. I already figured that out from how everyone reacted when they heard that she was going out with me.
あ、でも誠さんのことは好き、大好きなんです。
Thank you.
どういたしまして。
She seems relatively calm when she replies to my thank you with "you're welcome." I guess it goes to show you how well she was raised.
で、誠さんと恋人として過ごす普通の生活は いろいろと新鮮で変な感じで楽しいです。
You know, sorry, I was getting a drink. I don't want to be the bearer of, well, not bearer of bad news, but I don't want to ruin the moment. Let's go with that. It's been 2 days. It's been 2 days. It's strange, huh?
悪い意味じゃないよ。
I see. I can't help but smile. But she seems too focused right now to crack a smile of her own.
だからいろいろと初めてのことで戸惑ったり慌てたりしながらこのままじゃちゃんとした恋人になるのに時間かかっちゃいそうだし、考えて好きだから考えて心が動かないなら体からでもいいんじゃないかなって、変な意味じゃなくて体がつながれば心の感覚もちゃんとつながるんじゃないかって。だから
Hotaru. I call her name, interrupting her. And just like she once did to me in the classroom, I put my hand over her eyes. Her shoulders tremble for a moment, and then she accepts me. I close my eyes and place my lips over hers. A silent kiss, to make her less nervous, less hurried. I wish there was a complimenting CG here, because I still really love that CG from the beginning. As I withdraw, she exhales a warm breath with a dazed expression. It's so cute that I can't help but wrap my arms around her. Hotaru, I understand what you're trying to say, so you don't have to say any more. As I hold her, I can tell her pulse is rapid. Hotaru, your heart is beating so fast.
Makoto-san mo da yo.
But mine isn't. She giggles. Then she stands on tiptoe and sticks out her tongue to lick my mouth. That's kind of weird. I don't know. It's as if a bird is pecking at my lips. Then she pushes on my chest. Hotaru? With her strength, the push doesn't move me, but I can tell that she wants me to sit down, so I do.
私から誘ったんですから。考えてきたんですよ。
You brought a Bible? She whispers in a strained voice. I had planned to start by caressing her body for a while to help her relax, but oh well. I lie back on the bed, ready to let Hotaru take the lead. Well, that was something. That was something, alright. That was darn sure something right there. There was a lot that happened, but also at the same time, not a lot. I was going through it a little slower than I usually skip through these things, just because I wanted to make sure that there's not going to be any important story bits. But there was a funny moment where Kokoro was, she actually came into the room and Makoto popped a kotodama saying, "I'm the only one here, ha ha ha," and eventually just threw kotodamas at her to say like, "Hey, don't come back up here until like after dinner," or some shit, which in hindsight probably should have used that from the get-go. And also, remember when Mono was asking him like, "Hey, you're not using your kotodama that much, are you?" And nah, not really. And then here he is using it for this. Hotaru seems unsteady on her feet as she puts her clothes back on. Are you okay? That was some crazy shit though. I felt pleasantly drained too, but I recovered fast enough to already be done putting my clothes on. He did not strip. I'm gonna call him out right now. He did not strip.
大丈夫です。ちょっと予想以上にエッチって気持ちよすぎて膝が。
I was also looking for hints like this where I don't know which like variation of Hotaru was with Makoto the first time around, but I was looking for hints that showed that like, hey, this isn't actually your first time, girl. I was worried she might be feeling sick, but apparently she's just still entranced.
熱い。
She hugs herself, a slight smile on her face. Then she slowly drops her hands to her belly.
ちょっとお腹の中がゴロゴロしてる。
She didn't use the word semen, but it's still a lewd thought. Smiling at her amusing report, I turned to look out the window. It's still quite bright outside. What should we do now? Do you want to go downstairs and get some cold drinks?
今日は早めに帰ります。
Already?
いえ、変な意味でなく、私がヘロヘロすぎて、ココロンならまだしも、今の姿をマナちゃんやあずきさんに見られると、いろいろ気づかれそうで、あと、家でも夕飯前にお風呂に入り直したいんです。
What's wrong with people realizing what we did?
女の子にはいろいろあるんですよ。
There's a faint sensuality to her smile. Ah, you were right. I'm impressed and happy.
どうしました？
Before we made love, you wondered whether connecting to me physically would help you connect to me emotionally too. Well, I think it did help. You feel different somehow.
私が？
Looking at you now, yes you do.
そうだったら、
She brings her face close to mine. I lean forward. Our lips meet. She makes a small sound as we kiss. And after our lips part, our faces remain in close range. Very cute.
このままだと、もう一回、したくなっちゃいそう。
Oh, I already do. I grasp her arm, but she looks at my hand and gently shakes her head.
こらこら、さすがに手加減してくださいよ。ホタルは、誠さんと違って初めてだったんですから。これ以上されたら、自分の足で帰れなくなっちゃいます。
What? I'm stunned. But Hotaru, not noticing, slips from my grasp and hops a few steps backwards.
危ない危ない。じゃあ、誠さん。今後は恋人として、バージョンアップしたホタルにご期待ください。
With that, she leaves the room. All I can do is watch her recede. Her first time. I think she said that once or twice just now, but that's impossible. I mean, I made love to her that day in the classroom, bathed in the orange glow of sunset. In which case, was she joking just now about it being her first time? But no, Hotaru bled when I entered her today too. And the way she reacted felt like it was her first time too. Huh? I'm a little confused. Is it possible her hymen grew back since then? That doesn't happen. I think. I don't know. I don't know anatomy. I don't know yeah, exactly. I don't know much about anatomy, but I've never heard of such a thing. I just don't understand. But well, there is one possibility I can think of. Could it be that the Hotaru I met that day and the Hotaru I met today were different people? Twins, maybe. No, that's stupid. I laugh at how overreactive or whatever my imagination is. No, she must have just been joking, and I, as clueless as I am, took her seriously. I decide to abandon this unsolvable dilemma and lie back on my bed. I feel pleasantly tired and just want to drift off to sleep like this. And so we do. I close my eyes. My bed smells nice today. It smells like her. As my consciousness fades, I hope the smell will stay with me for a while. I wonder. That was an interesting idea there that I didn't think of. Could this be a different person? Could the Hotaru that we've been interacting with may physically not be the same Hotaru? It may be a different one entirely. There's obviously some mystical force at work here, some darkness or some shit. So, what if it is like a whole different person? Which begs the question, who is it? Who is that person, that thing that we see in the hospital? What the fuck is going on? Man, I don't know. I don't know. I have questions, and they seem to just be growing. It's hard to really make a prediction here, but I was right to be thinking about her statement saying that this would be the first time, because it's not. It's not. And I don't know if we ever explicitly said that this wasn't. So maybe she is confidently under the impression that it is. I don't know. I really don't know. And maybe if it is just two personalities, then the other one did the thing and never reported it. So the other one could never know. They could never have known. I don't know. Man, this is a complicated deal, but it hurts. I will have to admit. It hurts not knowing who is who, what is what. Oh boy. That's all I got. I got nothing else. Thank you all for watching this episode. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that fancy jazz, and I will see you all in the next one. Take it easy.